Hi, I'm Laurie. Welcome to our channel. This is Strong in Retirement. So today I'm going to divide and ball. I used my sourdough starter to make pizza dough last night, and it's been fermenting at room temperature overnight, or about 12 hours. So I've already floured my pan. This is where I'm going to put my dough balls. I have my scale ready. I'm going to approximate about 250 grams of dough ball, and I have my cutter, and so I'm going to just moisten my hands to kind of help the dough out of this. Oh, I forgot to put flour on my table. That's an essential too, so it doesn't stick. So I'm going to get the, might have used this other, get the dough out. You can see how nice and fermented it is. I mean, nicely risen. Lots of bubbles. So what I'm going to do is divide it in half into 2 logs, and then cut each half into 3. So a recipe of 1,000 grams of flour makes about 6 balls. And I don't want to use a whole lot of extra flour. So I'm going to divide this in half. So if you use your scraper, it keeps your hands from getting too sticky. Okay. So I'm going to just roughly divide. Let's see. Well, I forgot to turn that on. Oop. So that's about 250, 266. So what you want to do is make sure that your balls are very tight so that they rise well. So I just tuck the balls into themselves, folding it over so it's a nice tight shape. And then I use the friction that's created by the table and make a nice tight ball. I probably needed a little bit more flour, and I just put it on this tray. Now this one seems a little light, so I might add a little. And I just approximate the size after a couple. That's good enough. 222. So you just want to tuck your ball into itself. Make a nice round shape. This dough is still pretty sticky. So I'm just going to roll it into a little bit more flour. You can use your scraper, really helps. I think sourdough pizza dough is a little bit softer than some of the other doughs.
And what's the hydration on this dough, Laurie?
This dough is 65%. And it also has a little olive oil in it. That's to give it a little bit more flavor and richness. So this other one. I'm not an exact cook. I think this half is bigger than the other half, but we'll just see what the weight on this one is. I think this is probably closer to 300. Yep. So maybe I'll cut this one. You can do it on the table. I'm finding that's a little bit easier than holding it in my hand. I'm not an expert at making these, but the pizza seems to come out anyway with a nice rise and good flavor. I think this one, I'll add it to ham. Oh yeah, this is working out a lot better, rolling it on the table and tucking them in and rolling them up. This one's a little big, but maybe I'll cut it. Have one little mini pizza. Or maybe I'll just put them together. At this point, I don't think it really matters. Okay, so now I'm going to flour the tops of these dough balls. And it's handy to have your plastic wrap already cut and easy to grab. I just hook it onto the edge of the table. Bill's not always available to help me, so I have to be all ready myself. He's always a big helper though.
So what are the next steps?
The next step is to put it in the refrigerator for at least 3 days, and that way it slows down the fermentation and the sourdough flavor really develops.
So?
Oh, what happened to my wet towel?
I think that we can close on that then.
Okay. Well, cover it with a damp towel and put it in the refrigerator for 3 days. And after that, you're ready to take it out and let it come to room temperature so you can cook it.
Till next time.
So, see you next time. What happened to my damp towel?